the Michigan militia, right? You're part of like a citizen militia, is that correct?
Yes, I am.
Tell me a little bit about it. Like, what's the goal of it? What's the function? What do you guys do? As if I don't know anything about it, give me the description.
Okay. The Michigan militia exists. Well, I'm going to be more specific. The Southeast Michigan Volunteer Militia believes that a well-armed citizenry is the best form of homeland defense, and we strive to train ourselves and our fellow citizens to prepare to defend against crime, invasion, terrorism, tyranny, and disasters. So we just think we're like the ready corps, the ready group of citizens. We strive to be first responders toward hopefully things that don't happen. We've had groups out doing search and rescue. We've had groups out helping police keep order under circumstances. We've had, we do a lot of things. It's not just all bang bang shoot in the woods, but we prepare to help our neighbors out if they need it.
Absolutely. And if I can, just before we go any further, I'd like to just preface it by saying that I'm aware and I understand, like what it's all about. I might ask questions where you're going to be like, what?
No.
I'm just trying to get your explanation of things. Does that make sense?
The only dumb question is the one that you don't answer, or the one you don't ask.
Don't ask.
Yeah, the one you don't ask.
What would you say, like, well, describe what it looks like to me. Like, give me the picture for me of what it looks like when you guys go out training. Is it like fatigue? Is it in the middle of the woods, or is it at a facility, or just give me the lowdown.
Most of the training of the Southeast Michigan Volunteer Militia occurs at a state recreation area about an hour's drive from here. And it consists of a lot of fatigues, but not everyone wears fatigues, just most of us do. And we either have an organizational campground that we rent, or we rent a cabin. Sometimes we go on private property, and then that's usually all fatigues too. But we interact with the other members of the public out there. We do hikes along trails that are used by mountain bikes, other hikers. We see other sportsmen out there. They're hunting or fishing or doing whatever. And I think we have a good rapport with the other visitors of the parks. And that's where we've been going, is Island Lake. And now there's a park not too far from us, Bald Mountain State Recreation Area. And we've been hiking up there. And so, I mean, it's not as secluded as one might think. We're out there and we do a lot of stuff we do it in the public.
Yeah, I guess that leads me into my next question is, like, maybe not just in Michigan, but just maybe in the United States in general, like, what do you think some of the common misconceptions are? There's definitely like a connotation to it, militia, like people have a definite reaction to it. And I'm curious, like, what do you think the misconceptions are versus the reality?
Well, one of the misconceptions about the militia movement in general is there's a tendency to believe that we are all grim-faced prophets of doom, and that Mad Max is our favorite movie, and that we want everything to come crashing down because we just hate society. But that's the opposite. We like society. These are the people that I associate with. They're very positive. They're friendly. They're outgoing. One of our members said, "What they don't get is we do this because we love this country, and we love a lot about it, and we are willing to stand up and face ridicule and face scrutiny and face these misconceptions because we care this much." And I think, people think we're these sour, mean, angry people, and find anybody that meets us, that knows us, and they'll tell you it's the opposite. We're friendly, we're very positive, and as for me, I like society, I like the internet, I like McDonald's, I like the National Football League, I like the world, and I don't want it to end. So I think one of the misconceptions is that militia people, they want the great apocalypse. No, I do not want an apocalypse. I want a drive-through. I could drive through at 1 o'clock in the morning and get an icy frappuccino and then go home. That's what I want.
Well stated. And Katrina, when did you get introduced into this was it prior to you guys getting back together? And then were you already a part of the militia when you guys got back together?
No,
How was that?
I wasn't a part of it, and technically I don't really think I am a part of it because I don't do active training. However, I do participate in a lot of the training, so I do go quite a bit. I have a different perspective of it. Before I got back together with Lee, I really didn't know much about the militia. I didn't really make any effort to learn more about it. When I did get back together with Lee and we started talking and I started reading his webpage and started going and meeting some of the people, I had a different view. I saw families, I saw educated people, I saw people all working together for a common cause, and it really gave me a different perspective of what I heard in the media in the past or read in the media in the past and what it actually was. I go to a lot of Lee's militia training functions. Sometimes I participate, sometimes I don't. A lot of times I do some of the cooking. They like my cooking, so I get that to do. But I watch how my children have grown during this process of going to some of these trainings, from the youngest to some of the older ones, how their viewpoints towards our society, our way of life, their world, and what the world that they are going to inherit from us at some point, and how it's changing. And I'm glad to see them learning to stand up for themselves, have opinions of their rights, and know